tried to do a live stream, and the one time I finally get up the nerves to do so, it does not work. So if you're watching this, I want you to know that social media is messing with your glow up. So I need you to do something for me. Stop scrolling. Because did you know that Gen Z actually spends over 9 hours a day on social media? And nearly half of them say it makes them anxious. Millennials, they're out here chasing perfection like it's their full time job. And I do mean full time. But what about us in Gen X? What about us? We're perfect, right? Wrong. We didn't grow up with Instagram, TikTok, or this constant pressure to be seen, to be relevant. Yet, here we are. We are scrolling, we are comparing, and most importantly, we are second guessing ourselves. So let's get to the real here. Are we trapped in this game, or are we about to flip the board and make our own rules? Drop a fire flame down in the chat if you've ever been caught comparing yourself to someone else's online journey. See, why I say social media is a trap is because how did we get here? I mean, social media wasn't built for Gen X, but that didn't stop it from sneaking into our lives and hijacking our confidence. So I have some playing cards here in my hand, right? And when I flip them over, you can see some of the suits are the same, but yet they're still different as far as the shapes and everything. So, with that being said, why are we comparing ourselves to each other when we know we have these subtle differences? But okay, we'll get into it. So, at first, it was fun, catching up with old friends, sharing our selfies, maybe posting a throwback or two, right? And then, boom, all of a sudden, it became a pressure cooker. Oh my goodness, it became a pressure cooker. You know, like that friend from high school who glowed up overnight, that influencer that makes life look effortless, the millennial moms with their picture perfect homes, everything organized and in this perfect place, the Gen Z crowd, cool, carefree, unbothered, and then here you are. You are caught in the middle, wondering if you should even be doing more. Should you? I don't know. I mean, this is how I look when I do my videos. Crazy. Like, insane. Every time this record button goes off. But anyway, tell me down in the chat, what do you think struggles the most? Like, who do you think struggles the most with social media pressure? Is it Gen Z? Perhaps? Millennials? Just saying? Or is it Gen X? See, the lies social media tells each generation continue to go on and on and on because social media doesn't just mess with Gen X. It plays with everyone, and I do mean everyone's emotions at all times. The trick, it lies to us differently. That's the key, right? See, millennials, you're not perfect enough. Edit more, curate better, and show only the good stuff, like from the chest up. Like, don't show the middle, just from the chest up, right? And then we got Gen Z. You're not authentic enough. You have to be raw. You have to be real, but make it look good while you're at it, okay? Okay. And then we got Gen X. You're just too late. You showed up to the party late. And that last one, That is the biggest scam of them all, my friends. I'm telling you, the biggest scam of them all. See, it's never too late. It's never too late. As long as you have a breath in your body, it's not too late to do whatever it is that you're trying to do in life. And I mean that. I stand on that 100%. Because let me tell you something, your glow up is not on a deadline. It's not. Have you felt like you've been behind? In life, that is. Because what? You're not being seen online the way you want to be seen? Shoot, I get on here every day. I stutter. I get nervous. I forget what I'm talking about. I play with cards. I play with money. I play with my phone while I'm on here. My lighting's not good. My smile is everything, and I'm out here. So I have a live challenge for you. Let's test this right now. We're about to prove how social media is training your brain without you even realizing it. We're about to do it right now. See, we were supposed to be in a live stream, so if we were in a live stream, if this would have worked out, it would might have been a lot better. But okay, let's go. I want you to go to Instagram. I want you to go to TikTok right now, and I want you to check your last 5 saved posts. What are they about? What are they about? Is it motivation? Is it fitness? Is it fashion? Is it drama? Pick one. Now I want you to ask yourself, are those posts making you feel better, or perhaps they're making you feel like you're not doing enough? Let me know in the comments. Let me know, okay? Because social media isn't just a distraction, it's programming. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you reprogram it on your own terms? I think you can. I think you can. I think you can. I think you can do it. Yes, I do. Now, I'm going to just throw these cards at y'all because we're all different. Okay, we're all different. So there's 5 fixes, 5 quick fixes for you to reclaim your glove and escape the comparison trap. And I believe you can do it. First, you have to set boundaries. Take back your time. Social media is designed for you to keep scrolling. They want you to scroll. For each scroll, I mean, they're raking it up. They're raking it up. When I say they're raking it up, they're raking it up. They're raking it up. Okay? You need to take your time back, my friend. You need to take your time back. Set a daily limit, even 30 minutes less per day. Spend 30 minutes less watching others and spend 30 more minutes watching me. And delete somebody else for 30 minutes. That is. Start small, but start. I mean, I tell you to watch me for 30 minutes. I give you helpful tips and tricks over here. And um, I can't for the life of me figure out what you're doing with that information because nobody ever comes back to the chat or over in our community tab and say, hey, this is what I did. Hey, this is what I did. But anyhow, what's the longest thing you ever spent scrolling in one sitting? Like, what's the longest video you watch and you're scrolling and you're scrolling? Be honest. Drop your worst time in the chat. If it was an hour that you spent scrolling, drop it. Whatever, whoever. If you want to shout out a channel down there, drop it. I'm willing to share space because I mean that's what we got to do over here. So anyway, next, 2, curate your feed, your timeline, your energy. If your feed makes you feel like you're not enough, it's time to give that a detox. Look for some inspiration like WhoseTeaTV. I'm over here every day. And here's a quick fix. Just unfollow, mute, or block whatever you need to protect your peace, your energy, your space, your time, because you only get this once, right? So here's a challenge. After this, which should have been a live stream, unfollow 3 accounts that drain you and follow 3 that inspire you. So all that, some people are just downright raunchy on here. Get rid of them. DM me who you pick so we can have a conversation about them in a positive light, of course, but why you shouldn't be over there for the best part. Anyway, third, post for joy. not for validation. Remember, when social media was fun, do you remember that? Now it's all about likes, comments, chasing numbers. Time to flip that for real. Here's a quick fix: post what you love, celebrate your wins, share your joy without overthinking the engagement part of it. See, that's what I do over here daily. I do get mad about the engagement part of it though, because I be over here running my mouth and y'all don't be liking, y'all don't share, y'all don't subscribe. But anyway, okay. Do you ever delete a post just because it didn't get enough likes? Is that you? Is that you? Drop that in the comments if you've done that before, because I have not, but I know people who do constantly. I seen you. I seen you. Fourth, own your season. Stop forcing someone else's timeline. See, you're trying to keep up with trends, aesthetics, and whatever viral sensations are next or have been, and it's exhausting. But if you ask yourself, what season am I in right now? Growth, rest, healing, and honor that and stop forcing a season that isn't yours, you will be in good shape, my friend. You will be turning lemons into gems in no time. Now, drop one word in the chat that describes the season you're in right now. Now, I like to be in the season of summer at all times, but as you know, every day I am growing, I am shifting, I am learning. Those are my seasons. Fifth, digital sundown. It's time for you to take back your nights. I talked about this in my morning video. If your phone is the first thing you see in the morning and the last thing you see at night, then we have a problem. We found the problem. The problem is this: your phone. It's the problem. So, a quick fix is to pick a digital sundown time, maybe 8 p.m., maybe 9 p.m. I talked about this earlier. My early risers, if you go to bed early, then you need to be off the phone after dinner, right after your dinner, before you go to bed. So, what time do you need to set for social media to be shut off? Drop it in the comments because I'm curious to know who's up all night looking at their phones. And you can't say Miss T because it's not. Because after a certain time, like 9 o'clock, I like to watch my shows. Y'all should know this by now. You know I love TV. After all, this is Who's T TV, right? So here's my final thought for you, friends. The power to glow up is in your hands. Social media can be this great tool for connection, but it can also be a trap for comparison. The choice is yours. Which one will you make? Mm. So, this is what I need you to know before we leave our conversation today. First, I have to ask, are you going to keep letting that algorithm run you? Or are you ready to take back your power? Think about that for a sec. Think about it. Now, drop in the comments if you're in. Say, I'm in, Miss C. Drop it down in the chat if you're done playing small. If you are done playing small, let me know. Because if this hit home, I really need you to like, subscribe, share if you care, and let's go out together. And until the next video, I want you to keep on sipping that tea and let it brew into action. And hopefully, next time I can do the actual live stream.